Good morning, guys. It is Monday morning. In 2 days, it's going to be 1 month since we arrived to India, and our settling in is almost complete. The only thing that is outstanding that I can think of is activating the bank account. I don't know how many days or weeks it will take, and that should be it. Otherwise, we are all set. We found a house, we found the preschool for the baby, we have found a hospital which we really like, and we have made a decision that the baby delivery will take place over there. The baby delivery, by the way, will be happening by the end of next month. So we are maybe 5 or 6 weeks away from the second baby delivery for the first time in India. Today I would like to discuss about our criteria which we were applying when we were looking for a preschool for our child. The first school that was shown to us by the agent, which was assigned to us by the company during the area tour, our first trip to India, was actually a local school, even though in the name the school had a title International School, but you will find out if you do a Google search, the word international is very commonly used almost everywhere. They want to create an impression that they are international even when they are not. So finding a true international school based on a Google search can be challenging because everything is international. So we took the trip to the first school and to get an impression, how the local school looks like. I believe that school is representing 99% of the preschools that you would find, not even in Hyderabad, but overall in India. It is approximately 2 to 3 floors house, detached from the other ones, with almost no backyard. Most likely no backyard at all. You would stop with your car. There's a small fence 2 steps up to an elevated platform or a terrace. There would be a table, mostly with the male security, small piece of furniture to put away your shoes, and then in a socks you are expected to enter the premises. You will find out that the school itself is immediately next to a road. Very, very often it will be quite a busy road, which means there's lots of noise, honking going on, which is very typical for India. And what me personally bothers me a little bit is the amount of dust. You will be able to see once you take off your shoes and make a few steps. You take a look at your foot and it's white because it is covered with the dust. The preschool has no backyard. You go inside up the stairs usually, where there are 2 or 3 classrooms. In the better cases, it would have a windows or air conditioning. Quite a few times we've seen places where there was 1 window or no window at all, so only artificial lighting. That's probably not the environment where you want your child to be. So the majority of the preschools, when it comes to the Western standards, because of what I'm mentioning right now, will most likely not meeting your requirements from the facility perspective. But I want to make sure that I make it clear every single time, even when the preschool was not meeting our requirements when it comes to the professionality of the staff, was really, really high. The English was really excellent. When we asked details about the school, about the curriculum, the principal of the preschool was ready to show with us the official materials, print out documents, walked us through everything what is taking place. Every single time the whole preschool is under the camera system. They have some sort of an application where you can see the camera itself. You can see the menu, what the children are eating, and so forth and so on. And this brings me to one of the, for us, probably one of the most, maybe second most important point, and that is the food that is being served to the children. In majority of the schools which were not truly international, the menu which is being served to the children is 100% vegetarian. We asked the principal, hey, is it okay if our daughter would bring her, own food and you would warm it up for her? They said, chicken for sure, it's not allowed. In one fairly nice preschool, even an egg is not allowed to be served, during the lunch. So dietary restrictions are very strict, and we found it as a problem because, we are not vegetarian. We don't know how to cook vegetarian, and we wouldn't know how to prepare the food properly to make sure it is meeting the requirements of the school. So this was experience with the school number one, which was fairly small, local, not really meeting the requirements, but still, professional. It was a school. By no means you can be, just joking around or mocking it. It was actually quite nice, but not meeting our, expectations. I would like to also mention the price. So the price for that school was approximately 1,000. Was it US dollar or Sing dollars? I think it was Sing dollars. 1,000 Sing dollars per year, which is approximately, give or take, 800 US dollars per year. Okay, so that's the price that you would pay for a decent looking local preschool. Then the second preschool that we have visited was a fairly well-known preschool franchise in Hyderabad. It's called Clay International School or Preschool, and how to say? Well, the impression was much better, but the commonalities were still there, meaning the building was bigger, but it was immediately next to a busy road. In this case, actually, it was much busier road than in the first case. 3-floor building, large windows, lots of natural light, but there was no space for children to really play outside, touch the grass, or get dirty, in a sand playground. And this is one of the conditions that I would like my child to have. In this school, which was, way more professional than the first one, the impression of the admission administrator, or whatever her title was really good. I mean, it was a young lady with perfect English. The curriculum that school has is really meeting a high standard. I have no doubt that the school was very professional, including the staff and the security and everything what is going on over there. But just the school itself didn't create for me impression of a homey preschool as I would be expecting it to be. And this is actually the preschool where they mentioned that even egg is not allowed. Price difference between the Clay preschool and the first local preschool which we have visited was not that much from the, somebody from Western perspective. I don't know if it was 1,400 or 1,500 US dollars per year. So we were getting, maybe 50% higher than the previous preschool, but the quality undeniable, jumped significantly. Then the third preschool which we were evaluating, this was a preschool which we spent lots of research on our own remotely after we saw during the area tour 3 months ago how the schools look like. We used Google, we used ChatGPT to help us out to identify what are the best preschools in our area, in our case, Hyderabad, India. We have identified one or two fairly prominent schools which also have a preschools. One of them was Oak Ridge, and maybe I should make a dedicated video about the Oak Ridge because it really set the bar very, very high. So I will probably end the video over here, and if you would like to hear the full video on the review of the Oak Ridge Preschool, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.